worthy, worthy, worthy. As an adjective, this means having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. So if I were a knight and I were fighting an opponent and they were a very strong opponent, I would say that they were a worthy opponent. I can recognize them as a good, strong opponent. I might say that somebody is worthy of my praise. Let's say a friend of mine um, opened up a business and became extremely successful. I could say he was worthy of my praise for doing something so good, and I would give him my recognition. Right, let's get on to some example sentences. I'm not worthy of him. He's beautiful. I'm not worthy of him. He's beautiful. She is worthy of my affection. She is worthy of my affection. He is not worthy of my love. He is not worthy of my love. They are worthy of praise. They are worthy of praise. Adorable, adorable, adorable. As an adjective, this means inspiring great affection, delightful, or charming. So, when you see a baby laughing and it makes you feel really happy and it makes you just want to kiss that baby's cheeks, that's an example of a baby being adorable. We can say that that baby is adorable. Okay? So let's have a look at some example sentences. Those lanterns are adorable. Those lanterns are adorable. She's adorable. I love her. She's adorable. I love her. Her smile is adorable. Her smile is adorable. His actions are adorable. His actions are adorable. Juicy, juicy, juicy. When talking about food, this means full of juice or succulent. And when speaking of, well, a person or a thing, we can say it's temptingly appealing as an adjective. Right, so this description of food, that's adequate. That's a good adjective description. We don't really need it. Temptingly appealing. So this means somebody who's, very beautiful and something about them makes us want to talk to them or look at them more. They could have juicy legs or a juicy body, right? And that's what its adjective meaning is. Right, let's have a look at some example sentences. That's a juicy steak. That's a juicy steak. Her legs, see that? Her legs are so juicy. Her legs are so juicy. His lips are so juicy. His lips are so juicy. Her character is juicy. Her character is juicy. Masculine, masculine, masculine. As an adjective, this means having qualities or an appearance traditionally associated with men or boys. So this could be something like a beard, big muscles, fat belly, maybe they smoke, maybe they do something that traditionally in their part of the world men or boys do. That would be masculine. Let's have a look at some example sentences. That man is so masculine. That man is so masculine. His beard is so masculine. His beard is so masculine. That's a very masculine physique. That's a very masculine physique. His appearance is extremely masculine. His appearance is extremely masculine. Nimble, nimble, nimble. As an adjective, this means quick and light in movement or action, agile. So we could say that an elephant isn't very nimble because it's not very quick, it's not able to move around that easily, very heavy. But we could say that a mouse is very nimble because it can move very fast, it can move in many different ways, and it's very light, right? Let's have a look at some example sentences. She's very nimble. She's very nimble. That man is nimble. I wonder what he could do to me. That man is nimble. I wonder what he could do to me. She's so nimble. She can move in some amazing ways. She's so nimble. She can move in some amazing ways. Loyal, loyal, loyal. As an adjective, this means remaining constant in your support of somebody or something. So, for example, perhaps somebody is a communist or a capitalist, whatever, and maybe they always talk about, the virtues of being a capitalist or a communist or whatever idea, and you can say that they are loyal to that cause, to that idea, to that thing. But you could also say that a husband is loyal to his wife, in the sense that maybe when she's ill, he'll always take care of her no matter how ill she gets, no matter how long she's ill for, or what illness strikes, or when it strikes. He's constant and he's consistent in that support. And he's loyal in the sense that if another woman tries to take his affection, he'll say no to her because he's loyal to his wife. Right, let's have a look at some example sentences. She's very loyal to me and supports me in everything I do. She is very loyal to me and supports me in everything I do. I hope he will be loyal to me. He's got wandering eyes. I hope he will be loyal to me. He's got wandering eyes. I want to be loyal to you and only you. Let's get married. I want to be loyal to you and only you. Let's get married. Enticing, enticing, enticing. As an adjective, this means attractive or tempting, alluring. It's a simple explanation, but I'll explain it further. So, a girl could be very attractive. Perhaps you're busy and you don't want to kiss her or give her attention, but she's enticing you to give her attention, enticing you to kiss her. Or similarly, a man could be attractive and you're afraid to give him your time, even though he's so attractive, but he's so enticing that you do it anyway. Right, let's have a look at some example sentences. She is a very enticing lady. She is a very enticing lady. Her hips and her lips are enticing. Her hips and her lips are enticing. The way he talks is enticing. The way he talks is enticing. That's so enticing. That's so enticing. Harmonious, harmonious, harmonious. As an adjective, this means tuneful, not discordant. We're talking about music. And in relations, it means free from disagreement or dissent. So an example of that is a couple who are harmonious may never disagree. Most of the time they agree on pretty much everything. They have the same opinions. They don't argue very often. They're very harmonious and they do things as one. And when we're talking about music, it just means tuneful. It just means it sounds nice. It's not too chaotic. Let's have a look at some example sentences. The sound of the cello is harmonious to me. The sound of the cello is harmonious to me. They have a harmonious relationship. They have a harmonious relationship. I can imagine that things will be harmonious between me and Eric. I can imagine that things will be harmonious between me and Eric. Hypnotic, hypnotic, hypnotic. As an adjective, this means of, producing, or relating to hypnosis. Hard for me to explain. Hypnosis is a state of mind where you are more suggestible and somewhat more obedient and submissive in your thinking when you are hypnotized. Generally more likely to follow instructions and sort of react to your base impulses when asked to. So someone who's hypnotic has this effect on you. You can say that they kind of get rid of a lot of your rational thinking, and they allow you to live on your desire and your wants to that person. They're hypnotic. Hypnotic. Let's have a look at some example sentences. Her stare was so hypnotic that I could not break eye contact with her. Her stare was so hypnotic that I could not break eye contact with her. The way she talks to me is hypnotic. The way she talks to me is hypnotic. The way they kiss each other is so hypnotic. I could watch them for hours. The way they kiss each other is so hypnotic. I could watch them for hours. Fertile, fertile, fertile. As an adjective, when talking about soil or land, this means land that is producing or capable of producing abundant vegetation or crops. And if talking about a person, animal, or plant, this means able to conceive young or produce seed. So, basically, when we're talking about fertile land, we just mean land that, can grow a lot of vegetables, a lot of crops, and it'll grow them without there being too many complications. Very good land, great land for growing vegetables. When we're talking about people or animals, fertile means that they're able to get pregnant, they're able to reproduce. So if a person is very fertile, it means, it's very easy for them to have children and to be able to have children. And same with animals, right? Let's move on to the examples. This soil is very fertile. I expect it will produce a good crop. This soil is very fertile. I expect it will produce a good crop. He is very fertile. I hope we have children in the future. He is very fertile. I hope we have children in the future. I am concerned that she isn't fertile. I am concerned that she isn't fertile. She is very fertile. It scares me sometimes. She is very fertile. It scares me sometimes.